one and all, I am Nick DiVirgilio, and this video is on these Sabian HHX Complex Praise and Worship Cymbal Set. Now, I'm a huge fan of Sabian complex cymbals. These are super versatile and you could play all kinds of music with these. And while these cymbals are a great choice for any style of music, these cymbals, this pack was specifically chosen for church, gospel, and R&B drummers. What's it like when I mean playing in church? There's a lot of different styles of church playing, of course, but the big churches of today are like, some of them are so big it's like going to a big rock concert. You're on big stages with huge PAs, and even down to some of your local churches, you still have a stage with a bunch of musicians and live instruments, and you're playing music throughout the service, and you need great sounding gear, but also gear that's not too loud. You know, volume is definitely an issue at some churches, some of the smaller ones. These cymbals are great because they're warm sounding and they don't take over the mix depending on how you bash them. If you're not bashing them like playing rock and roll, it can be super quiet and can just go anywhere. And you need that when you're playing in a church setting. And if you want to be a drummer that doesn't play behind plexiglass, you also want cymbals that aren't going to overtake the sound throughout the room. These HHX complex cymbals will give you what you need so you can play in front of the people, nothing in front of the gear, nothing in front of your kit, and you could be just as musical as you want to be and express yourself just like you need to. In this cymbal pack, you get 4 cymbals and a set of hats. You get an 18-inch complex thin crash, a 16-inch complex thin crash, a 21-inch medium ride, a 10-inch complex arrow splash, great little cymbal there, and a set of 14-inch complex medium hats. Before I go into more details about these great cymbals, I would ask that you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Tons of great content on our channel, and we want you to come back more and more and often and often. So what is HH? HH stands for hand hammered in the Sabian cymbal line. The artisans up there are just experts. They spend all day, every day, hand hammering cymbals, and they know exactly where to hit the cymbal to bring out that specific tone. Now, what is HHX? Well, that's hand hammered just plus more. They have the dark and complex sound that you love with just extra punch. That's what the X is. Now, for the complex line, they use a combination of the HHX and the HH hammering, which results in a rich and dark quality of these cymbals. The hand-hammered raw bell adds to the complexity and the lows. It has a great look too. You can see all the hammer marks in the raw bell, and then the rest of the cymbal has the beautiful lathing. Another thing that's cool about these cymbals, like I mentioned earlier, is the versatility. If you want to hit them hard and play rock and roll with these cymbals, you totally can, because they have a really quick attack and a nice bright wash when you hit them hard, but that decay goes away quickly. Then, if you're playing softer music, like something in church or some jazz, anything like that, you can play them with real nuance, hit them with the tip of your stick, and get really light with these cymbals. So what I'm saying is you got a wonderful blend of light and dark in the tone. And with that, let me play all these cymbals some more. I'm gonna start with the crashes first. I'm gonna start with the crashes first. I'll have the snare wires off, I'll put the snare wires on, I'll play a little bit of groove and kind of give you as much different combinations of sounds as I can in this video. Here we go, starting with the 16 and then the 18. Now, when I say it decays quickly, I don't mean you hit the cymbal, you hear it, and then it goes away just like that. It's got a slow decay, but that initial loud sound is what goes away quickly, and then it has a nice, soft sustain where you can really hear it go away in a very musical way, especially if you're playing soft music. '16 and 18 are a great combination because you get nice high pitch with the 16 and that sort of dark wah sound out of the 18-inch crash. Next, let's get to the effect cymbal over here. This is the 10-inch complex arrow splash. Has a nice bit of sustain if you let it go, but that attack is real strong and present when you hit it. Add that to the crashes and you got this. Now let's get to the ride cymbal, the center of your kit and the cymbal that connects with your hi-hats the most. Here we go. That sound is really good. It's got this kind of warmth. It feels like a nice blanket you put around you when you're sitting on a cold day. You play that ride cymbal, that's what it feels like to me. It's the sound I get from it. So you can play all kinds of styles of music, and you notice that the bell is really loud compared to the rest of the cymbal. So having that real distinct sound difference between the bell and the rest of the cymbal just gives you more musical options when you're playing music with this cymbal. Now, let's get to the hats, and then I'll play the hats and the ride back and forth. Here we go. Very musical, and again, it's like two great flavors that go together. The hats and the ride just blend perfectly. Add these beautiful crashes and a nice effect cymbal, you get a really cool cymbal pack. Now I'm going to play these cymbals with some other implements. I have some wire brushes, some mallets, some nylon dowel sticks, but before I do that, let me mention the other great gear I have around me here today. Some Earthworks mics on the toms and the snare drum, Audio-Technica 5045s as the overheads. I have a Beyerdynamic TG D71 inside the kick drum, a Neumann U87 out in the room. Everything's going on into a couple of Apollos and into Pro Tools, nice and clean. So it's like you're standing in the room listening to these drums like that. But then you're going to say, hey, Nick, what about the sticks? What about the implements? Well, I have my NDV Signature ProMark drumstick right here. I also have some Vic Firth wire brushes, some Vic Firth Remix brushes. These are really great. Vic Firth T4 mallets, and it's a Vic Firth party today, some Vic Firth Root 505s. I'm going to start with the wire brushes, then I'll drop these and play with the other implements, and you can hear what these cymbals sound like with all these other great things. Here we go. And there you go. I hope you liked the demonstration of this beautiful cymbal pack. Sabian Complex HHX Praise and Worship Cymbal Pack. A great set of cymbals if you are a church player. The volume can be low, but still great musicality. You can really express yourself in that setting. And then when you're outside of church, you can use these cymbals in all kinds of other settings as well. If you want any more information about this Sabian product or any other Sabian product we carry here at Sweetwater, check out our great website at sweetwater.com or reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer. I'll see you again next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Cheers.